This is silly vessel Hangtime.
Ben will not go on the radio, the VHF. They're called Wong Wong Yang.
Yeah.
It's a 330 meter boat coming our way.
Coming straight for us. Brad is bullying me, forcing me to call them while he points the camera in my face.
So, what did he do? He's eating cereal.
I stuffed my mouth with comfort food. Is what I'm doing.
He got all clammy when he's ready to call when I pulled out the camera.
I can't even pronounce it 3 times quickly.
You only have to pronounce it once.
No. I gotta go Yuan Hua Yang, Yuan Hua Yang, Yuan Hua Yang. This is hang time, hang time, hang time.
He is 333 meters.
Yeah, a little bit of
He's only doing 8.3 knots.
into the wind.
Said intercept in an hour. But right now it's 1.4 nautical miles away, so.
I got time to
0.5.
prepare my speech.
Are you able to alter course 10 degrees to starboard? Over. So Wanhua Yang, he does not see us in AIS. We are a direct path with him, with a 333 meter ship. Called him several times. He's now adjusting his course to starboard. What's nice is he did pick us up on radar, so I'm not sure why AIS is not picking up yet, but we should be bouncing off him any time now, so we should come up on his radars, or on his AIS soon. But the fact he has us on radar now, so we switched our course probably 5 degrees to starboard while he went to starboard too, so we can pass port to port here. But yeah, with the wind picking up and everything out here in the middle of the night, I mean, it's it can get a little hairy if they get any closer. Good morning. We're out in the middle of the Atlantic still. About 1,100 miles to go before we get to Horta in the Azores. Last night we had a increase in wind up to like 35 knots. We were triple reefed, meaning that there wasn't much of a sail left up top of the main as well as the jib up. The autopilot down one wave did give way, and we kind of twisted or corkscrewed right in that wave. They're about 10 to 12 feet right now. So it was a little scary. I was asleep for it. Yeah, there was a huge lightning storm last night, so never fun seeing lightning off in the distance. I guess it was all around us at one point. Rained really, really hard last night. But it's sunshine and rainbows today. You know, what do you do on kind of a cold, blustery day? Make biscuits. This one's for Nanny. Give it a shot, bud.
Oh, this is the business. Those are the scones right there? Oh, yeah.
These are biscuits, buddy.
Good.
Nova Scotia biscuits.
Oh, Nova Scotian biscuits. Oh, yeah. That's the business right there. Keep it up.
Trav and I have been busy in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. So what have you been doing, boys?
Trav, what do we got?
Well, we got a double batch of cinnamon buns coming up. We've got a triple batch of chocolate chip cookies. We've got about to have some Nutella waffles here in a second. Maybe a little peanut butter. I'm not sure. Nutella. We've got dough. Man, we made fresh dough for pizza tonight, or for lunch this afternoon.
How long have you guys been up all night?
We've got the steak and the bacon coming for later.
Oh, can I see the steak
Did I
and the
miss
bacon?
anything, Brad?
No, and then what are we doing tomorrow? Like, we're already on to tomorrow too,
Oh,
right?
yeah, we got tomorrow's meals done. So tomorrow we're gonna have BLTs. Already got the lettuce all clean, washed, rolled in paper towels. We have a little turkey BLT, a little avocado, do it California style. And then what else are we doing? Oh, we're gonna make fajitas out of what's left of the steak again. Use the rest of the peppers. We're just eating our way down through the vegetables on our way to the Azores in just a couple more days. Woo-hoo!
I thought he could fit into a large.
My wife wants to know 21 days. What's it like?
days, that's it. So how was it, guys? 21 days at sea.
Oh man, it was awesome.
Pretty good.
Yep, you can't beat it.
How many games of cribbage do we play? About 46.
46. A lot of Scrabble. Trav didn't play one.
You guys will be ready for that old folks home. You're getting ready.
So Ben has done a transatlantic. He went from
Canaries to St. Vincent.
Basil as well. He went on a tall ship across. How many days?
27 days.
So
With no cell contact or any other contact.
It wasn't as luxurious as Hangtime is what you're saying.
No.
And how many rolls of toilet paper?
2 rolls of toilet paper and 1 shower in 27 days, and that was on the deck.
One thing I really like is normally once you set off, after a day or two, you get into like a rhythm. And it's a completely different rhythm than when you're on land. Things got a little hairy one night where Brad was on watch and the wind just kept picking up, well past the forecast. Into the mid-30s, into the 40s, and then kind of dipped once into the 50s, and he screamed my name a few times, came downstairs, screamed my name again, still nothing.
I literally had to grab his foot to wake him up, to get him up on deck.
Brought in some sail and tried a few tactics and settled on a course to weather the storm.
Which is a bear pole downwind.
Yeah,
That was-
very fast. Very fall.
We sailed to Bermuda back in 2019. We really tested the old girl, and 60 knots of wind, and I don't know how high the seas were, but we were sliding sideways, and I said to Brad at the time, "What's the worst you've had the boat in?" He goes, "Right now." And we're sliding down. I thought one of the two things is going to happen. It's going to meander on, or it's going to roll over. And it meandered down.
And this is the most positive one of the bunch.
Basil isn't known to catastrophize things.
I'm practical. Master,
Fire up the
master of the
barbecue.
powdered potato.
Oh my! So Travis here is he's a power boater, and he's been reading all these sailing books over the last several months, buying gloves, all the stuff, researching, right? So I want to be like, what is sailing all about here? Is I going to learn sailing? So, coming from a powerboat career, how's your sailing life for?
I'm probably
400 miles.
still a powerboat guy, but what's great about it is you get to just relax. Like Ben talked about, getting in the groove. Like, there's nothing to do, there's nowhere to be, you don't have to feel guilty about it, right? Like, you can just be in the moment.
It is pretty special being here. I mean, looking around, seeing the boat names, everyone paints their little logo and their emblem and the name and the year that they came through.
Maritime history in this place is unbelievable.
You can just feel it.
Yeah,
But
people
you,
seem
Brad,
very
for
warm.
your first Atlantic crossing, this is your first big crossing too.
So this was always a dream of mine to be, one is to buy a boat and the other to transatlantic. T had done it 5 years ago, so almost selling the boat to putting my old crew together to be able to sail this thing across has been unbelievable.
Food is definitely morale. You might have diabetes after this.
So, overall, amazing experience, guys.
I mean, our boatyard projects paid off and things kind of worked out, right?
Being at sea is a whole lot better than being in the boatyard.
Absolutely.
I think the one crew member we still have to mention is our ground support, Teasy, who is back home kind of helping coordinate things and helping things go smoothly. I think that's kind of a role that's not in front of the camera that had a big impact.
Yeah, she did a lot in the background. So, yeah, overall it's been going with the flow on this thing. It's gone really well.
So now off to a new crew member. I fly home in a couple days, and then one of Brad's old friends is coming over.
Now we got Todd. He's owned his own boat before. Sailed the Med, lots of sailing experience. So, and then Denise is coming
The
on.
lovely Denise is going to join us tomorrow night.
Yeah, so.
So we mentioned we've been at 21 days to sea.
He's not allowed to go to the bar. He's got to stay on the boat while we're out.
That's
and then
fair.
opposite. So.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah,
Fingers crossed, I remember that.
We got an AED down there. Okay.
Oh.
It's time to go to Peter's. We got our matching crew shirts on for this leg of the trip. And it's been, it's super cold here. So anyways.
Yeah.
It was awesome, guys.
Woo! I'm gonna go put some clothes on.
Logged it, but let me see.
So we did the math. €720 to fill this one up. 490 liters it took. We burned how many? 120 hours. I think we had on there.
128 gallons.
128 gallons we used. We did 2,300 nautical miles. So that works out to a whopping 34 cents per mile. Trav, what does your boat get?
It's about the same, Brad. But just about the same. Yeah, about 3,400 a mile. Yeah, about the same.
So not too bad.
3,400 a mile. Ish. And my boat, 0.2 cents a mile.
You're not, probably not far off. I mean, that's a lot of miles we covered, guys. A lot of miles. We just had an amazing lunch / dinner over at Peter's. €1 beers, $3.50 gin and tonics. Might get a little messy tonight. So we're supposed to shack up beside another boat here, and I talked him into giving us the seawall with all the graffiti on it. So, anyways, let's go get this wall here and figure out how we're going to paint Hangtime right beside it.
Don't forget about the go to the aeroporto
And go get our crew member. What a morning.
What a morning.
Yeah.
How hot does it get? It goes to 25. I'll call it 5. It's like, this is supposed to be 5, but there's 25.
We started on a road trip. We dropped off Basil, so he can spend some quality time with his missus. And we're like 5 minutes into our drive. Had a coffee.
Got a dozen free pastels.
Got a dozen free pastels for whatever reason, and now we're going on a hike for a castle. Okay, where are we going? It's gonna be cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is unreal. We got pastels.
My blood sugar here from the pictures and there's really that pasta. You know what? There's
Like, this is crazy. Such a great idea. Our crew is getting all suited up here. Is that double X?
Look like it's skin tight. Is that skin tight?
You should not have eaten that third one.
the third pastel the night. I made a bit too much.
Today it'll fit anything.
Are you sure? You better look at the tag.
I don't think it's a double X.
You better look at the tag.
And I'm sucking it in.
Do you have triple X?
I need to be able to breathe.
No, it must be in the wrong place.
Wiggle your arms, wiggle them.
Come on.
Oh, my wife's not gonna let me eat it.
What?
It's a small.
Oh no.
The white was the 5.
Oh, here's your paint. White.
There you go.
And green.
You got green too?
Pressure's above you.
You're good.
So you need to be there.
Now, can you check the check the clearance on the tires here?
You can't.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bottom out for sure.
Oh,
Look
fuck.
at tires, and that's without the 3 of us in the back. I'll walk.
No, let's try the
seriously.
fit in.
I'll think I'll think
No, you can fit.
Oh, that's a 2-hour walk, baby. No, it's not. No. Whose fucking idea was it for us all to go grocery
Okay,
shopping
guys.
in the smallest car?
I'm not sure how we just did that.
Why do I feel like
We are still all in a
5
car.
people and $700 worth of groceries?
Careful, this painted liner is gonna make the bottom out.
Well, where you're going. Okay.
All right.
Back to Hangtime. We are still planning a departure this afternoon. It's 12 o'clock now.
Once we have to.
What time is it?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock already.
Be out of here by 3.
Went out.
So this can stay out.
It's slowly going.
Well, I gotta make a couple
Bread, just so it's gonna be free.
I'm leaving that out too.
Yeah, we only have 8 bottles of wine.
This is freezer.
Okay, here's the work.
Sweet.
And
Okay.
Here's the big.
all your meats, your veggies.
Oh, there's more mushrooms. Okay.
I'm gonna use those.
Okay, guys.
Breads.
That was great. Like once the wind catches the front, we should be good to get off.
Watch next time as Hangtime encounters some tough conditions as they approach the Strait of Gibraltar.